stage, 47 people have lost their homes somewhere in the world. To date, over 100 million people have been forced from their homes by disaster and conflict, at least 35 million of whom are children. We've not solved many of the conflicts we hoped, and long-running ones like in Yemen or Syria continue to force families from their homes. New ones like the devastation we're seeing in Ukraine test us to do more at speed and scale. The world and the extent of the harm it caused touched all our lives. It was a humanitarian crisis that affected all of us in some way, but certainly some more than others. And yet this will be dwarfed by the impact of a changing climate in the years to come. We can expect flooding to be a leading cause of weather-related disaster in many parts of the world. Warming oceans will bring heavier rain to places that can't cope with it. Other parts of the world will face ever more deadly droughts, like the one that East Africa is confronting, with up to 13 million people short of food and over 600,000 Somalis fleeing their homes due to that drought. And we can expect more frequent severe weather. Our research shows that 167 million homes could be lost to climate change in the next 20 years. I've worked on the front lines of crises from Mali, in Liberia combating Ebola, South Sudan, Haiti, Syria, and many other places, seeing that the root causes of crises vary. But the story of the people, who are they? They are women and children in the vast majority of cases, and they did not choose to flee. They are displaced for years, not months, in most instances. In the Sahel, in Africa, in places like Minawal, where Shelter Box works, children are born as refugees. They flee with very little, because often hours matter when getting to safety from extreme weather or when conflict arrives on your doorstep. When they return, their homes are gone. For Jennifer in the Philippines, getting a shelter kit after her home was destroyed by a typhoon during the COVID pandemic was a lifeline in more than one. That nearly 2/3 of that 100 million people made homeless by conflict or disaster came from just 5 countries. But lastly, and perhaps most importantly, they are people with pride and a fierce belief in their own better futures. In almost every response, it is the people